Hey guys, we're gonna do a quick compost and recycling review. So I'm in Alaska right now. I would make this video outside, but it's so windy, so lovely. The seasons are changing and the leaves are changing colors, which is super nice. But there are actually multiple places here in Anchorage that take different recycling, number one, number two, PPE bottles. They separate tin, foil, and cans and plastic. So they have a pretty good recycling system up here. I don't think that they accept compost anymore. There is a bigger facility here in Anchorage that might, and I'll have to give them a call or just go over and see what's up. But right now I have access to a backyard, and I was thinking, I was like, I really need a hole to be dug in the backyard, and one of the little dogs here dug a little hole. So I'm gonna take the compost that I have and put it in that hole and then cover it with dirt. But I'm gonna put it in a brown bag. So, but the things that I have for recycling, not very many things, but I have a tofu Tupperware. It has a PPE number 2, HDPE. So you see right there, HDPE. That's gonna go in recycling number 2 at the Anchorage recycling place. And this is a can, so it's aluminum. It's gonna go with the can section. And I have 2 tin cans of tuna, and those will go into tin. And I'll make another video when I'm at the actual facility that takes care of it. So I have this little bag for these little things, and that will go right there. Okay, but for composting, I have a bag of kind of moldy bread, a banana, and I've been putting it in this dog food bag, which this bag is not recyclable. This is just what I'm traveling right now, so this is just kind of how I contain my compost. And I have more compost in here that just fell over. So let me grab the brown bag. I should have had it over here. I should have sang that one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dump this what is this, bread, Jesus, into this brown bag, okay? And the plastic aspect will go into the trash. And there's actually eggshells in here too, because I put eggshells in this bag. Just containing my compost. It's a little bit stinky, so I'm like, I'm gonna take care of it today. And everything in here, it's a bunch of compostable fruits. And look at this brown bag will stay. And there's kind of some smog of nature's penicillin in there. Oh, a little funky. So, actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this brown bag outside. I don't want it to rip inside. That'd be terrible. This is the little hole that little Artie dug out here for me. There's already leaves right here. I think it will be deep enough, so I'll move this. And I'm just gonna put this right there. And I still have compost to dump in here, but this is what it looks like so far. And this is the other bag of compost that I had. Just a bunch of different things. There's actually a sweet potato that kind of got a little moldy, so actually it's kind of big, it's a little weighted. I'm just gonna dump this in here. It's so bright out here. I have these other little green bags that are compostable that I could have put this in, but this is just what I had at the moment. So I'm just gonna take this. You gotta be careful here in Alaska because there's bears and there's elk, but this is a fenced yard, so very little likelihood that they will be around here. So I'm gonna get a shovel and cover this. Honestly, I couldn't find a proper shovel, so I'm gonna use this snow shovel right now. Here is where the compost is buried, per se. There's a lot of growth here. It's the summertime, or getting towards the end of summertime in Alaska. There's a lot of growth. So there will be snow in about a month here. This will be covered all season, and it will be soil by the end of winter. It's pretty cool. These things are just gonna go in the trash, just like this. Bye. This is just gonna go in the sink. Just like this, I'm gonna let it sit and soak, and maybe reuse it again for like actual food storage to eat. So I'm gonna scrub it. And this little handy dandy bag is just being used as a, keeper of this bin for this bag that I have for recycling, and then I'll have my other compost bags here. Guys, that's how easy it is to compost. We all have to do our individual due diligence. I don't like saying that word, but it's all of our own responsibility to reduce trash size, reverse climate change and global warming. And it's so simple. We have to be mindful of what we buy, what we consume, and what we throw away. And also, instead of throwing away food, we can easily compost it. It may be a little bit weird. It just takes a little bit of courage, especially if we're traveling. If we're home, we have a little bit more established area, community around us where we can take these things and we can start doing these things. It also comes from a diet change that is a little bit more healthier for human beings. I still eat food from bags and like chips. I love chips, but that's not something that I eat as much as I used to. And it's something that I change over time. It can be done. It is possible to change the things that you like and to change the things that you do. But, you know, we're in a modern time. We are still to enjoy the modern things that we have and not feel guilty about it, you know? So another aspect of trash when we create it is thank the trash, because there's a lot of creation behind it that came from someone's thoughts and someone's minds. And it was created by the hands of other humans or within a factory, which was created by man. And, you know, a woman as well can do that. But that's just a general statement of humankind, humanity in general. But anyways, it's just really important to begin composting and to be courageous about it and to not really care about what people think, because that's a little bit weird, I guess. But I enjoy it, and I think it's weird that people don't compost. That should be the new standard, is thinking that people that don't compost is a really weird and strange and almost wrong thing. That's something that we all have to really start doing. And it's that simple. Things that you can compost: fruits, vegetables, those peels around those kind of, you know, fruits and vegetables. We can't compost meat or oils or fats, but we can compost bread and carbon, which comes from paper and leaves and a lot of other things. Not everything has to go in the trash. It can return to the earth in a safe and lovely way. We can always put anything in trash, that's fine, but that trash always stays on this earth. It doesn't leave this earth. It always stays in this earth, and guess what? It goes back to the earth and it formulates a toxic product, whether it be gas, liquid, chemical, whatever it may be. It goes into the earth, spreads to the soil and our air, which we then grow crops in, and we eat it and then breathe in that air. So it makes a toxic cycle for the human species, the animal species, all plant species, for our entire environment, for our own personal health as a human race. So it's just super important that we practice our best and begin composting and seeing it as something that's fun, and it can be quirky, but it's super cool, and it reduces my personal carbon footprint. I almost said that weird, but anyways, thanks so much for watching this video. It was a quick video. Check out our website, me and Gina's website. It's called ecofy.org, ECCOFY.org. We have a lot of compost bins and gardening products that make it easy in this modern time to begin this little thing. We're a woman-owned business. We are local in Arizona and in Texas and Alaska. And we're not a corporation, you know, we're doing this from the bottom of our heart, and these are practices that we do in our personal life. And we really want to encourage other people to start connecting with nature and to giving back to nature, and that is through composting and also reducing trash. And that can be through changing our, I'm just going on, our consumerism habit. Yeah, I have a whole list of how we can reduce trash, and I'll make more videos about that. So this is what I was talking about. It's a compostable little baggie. I got this at the Alyeska spa here in Girdwood, and I put food in it. This is just an easier way, because then I could just put the food in it and then dig a hole and bury it, and it gets composted in this bag. So it's compostable. I don't know if you can see that. Compostable. It says this bag is compostable, and it is from Austria. It says okay to compost, certified compostable, both commercial facilities and backyard composting. So this is a good bag to get. I got this from the Alyeska Spa. I don't know where you can buy it, but you can just look up online compostable bags, and TUV Austria. That's where it's from. Anyways, until next time, love you guys so much. Bye.